Welcome to Mulligan Menace. Today we're playing a Budget Reanimator deck. This is something you don't typically see. I brewed up a little bit of fun jank here, we'll say. Uh, it starts with an Engine Rat, so we'll kind of go through this. Engine Rat, it's a Death Touch. Just sole purpose on here to slow down your opponent from attacking you. This can destroy anything, so even a giant 10-10 it can kill off. As long as it doesn't have trample, you're not that concerned about it. But it has that sneaky ability on the bottom there. If you pay 6, opponent loses 2 life. And I say that's sneaky because you can get in quite a bit of damage with that if you really need to at the end of the game and sneak through that last bit of damage that you need to do. We do have the Valgavoth's Faithful. So you can either drop this early and then turn 4. You can use it to reanimate something from the graveyard. Or often I want to actually keep this in my hand and use it as a turn 5 play. If you have 5 mana, you can drop this and sack it all on the same turn, and it doesn't even give your opponent a chance to kill it or anything like that without you using an ability. So that makes it really kind of nice. The other one is we have Zombify to reanimate. So turn 4, you can Zombify. So you're probably wondering, what are we throwing in the graveyard, especially on the budget here? We got some interesting stuff. We have this Vile Mutilator. This is a 7 casting cost, but you're not going to cast it. And in addition, you have to sacrifice a creature if you're casting it. Another reason why you're not going to be casting this thing. Well, you're going to be pulling this from the graveyard. It has Flying Trample, and it's a 6/5. And when this creature enters, each opponent sacrifices a non-token enchantment of their choice, and then they sacrifice a non-token creature of their choice. So you're destroying 2 of their things in a lot of times, and you're getting a 6/5 flyer left behind for it. So that is awesome. Additionally, we have a Archfiend here. It's flying. It's a 5/5. When it comes into play, all creatures get -2/-2 until end of turn. Token decks, this works like a champ. It can destroy a lot of different things. But the key on this card is it has cycling. So you do not have to worry about figuring out a way how to get this into your graveyard because you can just cycle it and you can draw a card off of it. Same thing goes for Marlborough. It's a 6 casting cost, and when this creature enters, each opponent discards a card, loses 2 life, and exiles the top 3 cards of their library. It has Swamp Cycling for 2. So if you have this in your hand and you only have 2 land, don't worry. You're going to get your 3rd land just simply by Swamp Cycling it. A lot of times you can cycle this on turn 3 even because you'll be doing something on turn 2 in a lot of these examples to discard. And you can cycle that, and that still leaves you open for a turn 4 Zombify. Because then you'll have your untapped swamp available from it. So really easy to get these creatures in the graveyard because of their cycling ability. The Vile, you need to be a little bit more creative to get in. The biggest way to get that in the graveyard is using the Bitter Triumph to get it in there. The other way is we do have a 2 of the Fanatic of the Harrowing. When this creature enters, each player discards a card. If you discard a card this way, you draw a card. So 1, you replace him, and you get a card for it. 2, the opponent has to discard a card. So the awesome thing about it is you get in your graveyard, you gain cards. Same thing with Bitter Triumph. You kill off a creature, you gain a card basically, essentially, by getting this into your graveyard rather than having to discard something else. So it's pretty easy to get this in your graveyard. Turn 4, you can pretty much get something back in every game that you're playing. We do have some removal as well. Exorcise, or Exorcise, exile target artifact, enchantment, or a creature with power 4 or greater. This thing can hit everything, so it's nice to have 2 of in there. Obviously, I mentioned the Bitter Triumph that we have there. We do have some life gain in here with the Vampire Nighthawk as well. And then we have the Banishing Lights for getting rid of anything else that you just can't deal with for that. Lands-wise, we're pretty stable with plains, swamps. We do have some tap lands. We have the flats to get in some additional damage. We have 4 of those. And then we also have a Neglected Manor that can come into play untapped if have 13 or less life. Usually turn 1 play, you can either do these, or turn 3 plays, you can do that to get those into play for that. It is a neat looking deck, and looking forward to playing some games with this. Please hit that subscribe and like button. If you want to enjoy seeing these budget builds and having me post them regularly, do so, and you'll be one of the first ones to see them posted. Otherwise, let's get into the gameplay. All right, Budget Reanimator. Let's look at this. Opponent goes first. We will keep this. We just need, well, we got the cycling on it, so then we got the Zombify turn 4. Got the rat out early. Scare them off. See if they waste some removal on this. I am kind of tempted to drop this just to be mana efficient. It's going to give us away, and it might get hit by removal. But I'm okay with that. We got the Zombify. We still have to get this in the graveyard. I needed to drop the flats because it comes in tapped. We want to have untapped mana on turn 4. We will destroy that. Okay, we're going to have untapped mana turn 4 regardless now, so unfortunately, could have played that a little different last turn, but that's okay. Might as well kill everything. It's going to kill our guy, but that's okay. So I don't mind blocking next turn. I could also, in return, actually use this to pull back, and I'll keep the Zombify in my hand, which I think I'll actually do. We'll see if they target my guy or not. If they don't, I'll use them. Yep. That's fine. The turn I Zombify. And they scoop it up. All right, we go first. We got land. We do have a third turn creature. Unfortunately, we don't have any cyclers, but maybe we'll draw into one. Ideally, you want to be cycling on turn 2. Get the tap land for some damage. Plus, we need to get something in a graveyard, so... That's unfortunate. We're just not drawing what we need, but we'll keep going here. Get the Nighthawk down. They got something brewing here. Do have that Banishing Light if we need to. Okay. That's a great target for the Banishing Light. They are going to try milling us. Unfortunately, that would have been a good one for them to mill. We'll do that. We'll attack in. Yeah, they get the one card milled in there, even though that's a cycler. We will zombify it, though. Alright, are they doing a sweeper removal? No? Ooh, that's interesting. I'm going to give them one turn. Because I have a feeling they might be sitting on a sweeper. Alright, we'll just cast it out here. Actually, Let's get the rats out. I think that might push them enough to get the sweeper out. Okay, they use a draw spell. See, they would have just done that anyways. There's the sweeper. We'll zombify now. Oh, of course, that's when we get that. Zombify. We'll bring back our Marlboro, as I like to call him. Bell Pierce, come on. See if they counter this. They got a counter draw. Ah, wow. What do they got? Oh, wow. Do have enough to cast this, but unfortunately, I have to do an enchantment. Let's do it. We'll risk that they don't have the right card in hand. Ah, that's a heartbreaker. We can destroy it next turn anyways. Yeah. They don't have enough here. So what we'll do is we'll destroy it. They thought they had the other one, so on short of them having another one in hand. Okay, that's fine. We're gonna cycle here. Okay, we need to find our recursion. Let's just get this in play. Oh, I should attack first. We got them dead on board right now. We'll see what they got. All right. Gonna flock. Oh, I should have killed it first. Shoot. We would have had him dead next turn. I am just misplaying like crazy here. Such a fun deck to play here at the end. We're down to one card left. Yeah, unfortunately. Oh. Oh. Please tell me they don't have a counter. Did we get there? Good game! Let's go! All right, let's take a look at this. We actually go first. Kind of nice. We got the discard. Rat first turn, if we want to do it that way. Turn 3, we can discard this for a swamp. All right, let's get the rat down. We need to find our reanimates, so we'll zombify. There we go. This is working out splendidly. Can actually do this. We'll send this in for swamp. Gotta make sure we do our tap land next turn, so we have an untap for turn 4. Love to see a creature that we can destroy. That looks like a creature we can destroy. We will discard a card. Discard a mutilator. Do our tap land. All attack. All right. Fortunately, they're going to lose their enchantment. Ooh. Can destroy their creature. We're going to cycle this just so we can get some more land. Ooh. Okay. Getting close here. We wanted that land. I'm going to hold on to this. I'll cycle it at the end of their turn. Good game. All right, that was some fun games on the Reanimator. You don't see this in a budget build very often, especially without the rares, because you're losing so much power by going to commons and uncommons. Fortunately, you do have the good recursion with the Zombify and the Faithful. The problem is these top ends just are not as powerful as you almost need them to be in those situations. So I will say this is a neat deck for you to try out and build and play if you want to try something different. But it definitely is not the most strong budget build that I have posted on the channel. But it is definitely a neat, fun, different one to play. And if you like the Reanimator shell, this is a way to get that scratch that itch of playing it. And you'll be able to do some interesting tricks like you saw in the videos. Hope you enjoyed it. Hit that like and subscribe button. Putting out new videos every day. Be one of the first ones to see them. Otherwise, have a fantastic day.